Hi everybody, welcome to MTN Live. Sorry, it's been a while ever since my last video. I was really busy doing all kinds of things. I was hanging out with friends upstairs, and we've been out for quite some time now. It's been a busy few weeks since I have not done a video since the last time I've been making this video for my channel. But I just wanted to tell you to thank the people who have not been inviting me to these stuff. So um, before we get into things, I wanted to give you a couple of things I want to say. I did finish, and I finished up. I did wrapped up. It's called The Revenge of Michael Jackson, and it's a takeoff of Kyle Man 88789 the movie. It's a parody. Yeah, it's not an original version, but it's actually, if you saw Kyle's video of that, go check them out. There's actually, he did a video like that like last year. He did a one called the Kyle Man 88789 the movie, and that has some stuff. It has subjective. Yeah, it has it because this film has this video. It's the one they made up. He created it by Kyle. It featured the cast like Eric and Liz and Kyle are also in there. But yes, it does contain some adult languages and it not be suitable for all viewers. But if you want to check them out, it's not even family friendly. So after watching that, I decided it made it a good idea to do a Revenge of Michael Jackson as part of the finale, which would be the MTN gang. That will be Shirley and Shirley Bojangles and I will be in the character, and it will be in the finale. But don't worry, they will be back. They will be back eventually in the near future for special episodes. So this is right up until the finale will not come out until later in August, until my account for Go Animate for Schools will end. So I had to put together a finale video that I'm going to work on that. This has been worked on for about 2 weeks now, and it's actually it was good, but it's a lot better than Kyle's work. But I took some of the rewrite the script. I just copied, pasted, and rewrote the script, so I had to do a lot of corrections and make up some pop culture references. Yeah, you can make up. I can make a lot of stuff that is associated with pop culture reference, and it was like to make it look funny, like more comedy. Yeah, to make it more hysterical, and that's a movie which is kind of quite good for that. So I just wanted to do that for other stuff. So I was doing MTN Gang. I have not done that in the last weekend or so. I know I actually made a video for that for this weekend since I haven't not been ready yet. So I'll have to keep up with the good work here. So this is what I did. And of course, the second thing before we catch on, eventually a couple of weeks ago, while I was working on that, we've heard that the webmaster, I don't even remember, Richard Irwin, he was known as Uncle Ricky, who founded RealRadio.com, passed away back in May. Now it doesn't even exist. I don't know what is going on with Real Radio. Real Radio was a website dedicated to air checks. We know from classic top 40 radio to everything from the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, including WABC, CBS FM, and WMCA, and all the other stations from elsewhere, like WCAU, KHJ, KFRC over there, and KHJ out in LA, in San Francisco, and WLS out in Chicago. Actually is a great top 40 radio stations, or classic top 40. But yeah, these were great radio stations, and we know a lot of contributors have been supported it as part of the Real Radio legacy. It's been like it was a 22-year run. I think it had lasted 22 years because it was known for great radio station air checks. It was a great run. I think Uncle Ricky had health issues, so they decided they shut down RealRadio.com, and a lot of air checks has now gone, but has now lost in the dust. So I don't know when when will all the air checks will come back. but I know there could be other sites elsewhere to find. It's airchecks.com. There's talkradio.ca, which is the one in Canada. They have CHUM and other radio and CKLW. There was like other ones. There's also a CKLW website, a tribute site. There's also a WABC tribute website run by Oh, I'm sorry for the delay. I apologize for the streaming buffering. Yeah, I hate buffering. I mean, I want the stream here. All right, I just wanted to tell you I apologize for the streaming. Okay, to get back to basics. Yeah, he also runs a website. There's, CKLW website. There's a lot of air checks to follow. There's a WABC tribute site run by Dr. Sniffen himself, who runs Video on Radio. Goes out. Those were like air checks to follow from that kind of benefited from the loss of realradio.com. The site has been there since 1996 and then it closed it right about probably around that time, 28 of this year. It was like a 22-year gap. It was a 22-year run. The site was run in 1996, but Real Radio was a great legacy. Ellis Feaster, you could check out, and oh, by the way, I forgot to mention Ellis B. Feaster. He has also run the YouTube channel. Radio these days. Yeah, you could check those out. There's a couple of like YouTube channels that have all these air checks with all the music being removed due to copyright issues. I was very aware of air checks that I think I have. I have a lot of unscoped air checks that I have in my collection. These are stuff that I recorded off the web stream from day and then right up until the present day and all that stuff. Especially have a lot of Wolfman Jack. I hope I can post it on my alternate channel sometime in the future. And this is definitely a go here. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I know. Like I said earlier, it was the problem with the streaming. I think the live stream has been... Yeah, because what happened was they got a new router. Yeah, the router is in the office right now. So what I had to do is when I bought the staff got a new things, and I'm not going to show it to you. It's a TP-Link router. It's a router. It has a wireless router. It could stream. It could actually access to Wi-Fi. You can get Wi-Fi signals elsewhere, all across their room, including one that was a little farther away from the office. It was like 5 feet away from the office. Yeah, I am recording that on a stream via web stream because this is when I recently picked it up. I got this off eBay. This is actually, I replaced the TP-Link router, the wireless repeater with the repeater. This is a Wi-Fi repeater. It has a WBS button, so you can, and it works. It does work, but of course, looks pretty perfectly, and it will run via Wi-Fi. I actually access it to them, and looks really good. If you like those repeaters, this is definitely a repeater. It works good for when I do a live stream. Okay, back to where it is. All right, enough with Uncle Ricky. And that we lost the first. The finished work of the finale video that I already worked on. So I will be posting that sometime. I did completed the whole finale video that I did for the season finale. That would be like a season finale for the time being, but I had decided to do what's going to happen after August 19th if my Go Animate for Schools account will expire. Well, it will not renew. So thankfully it will not be renewing, but hopefully in the near future we'll do that on special episodes. So on occasional episodes we'll do it something a little special. So for the special video that I want to work on, so sometimes I will do an MTN gang video. It's either business friendly or the old Comedy World thing, which I think I have requestly here. So I just wanted to make sure if it's either if you can see the difference between business friendly and comedy, the old extinct themes like Comedy World. I just wanted to make sure that this is what I'm going to be worked on. I think because what happened was the Flash player will end by, well, the next 2 years, 2020. That will be the deadline for Flash player will will end because of what they called back in 2015, back when it used to be Go Animate, upgraded to an HTML5. I know you've seen videos about that, so I think that would be perfect. So I don't know if I can using the old theme, or I can use business friendly because of the upgrades of HTML5. So I hope on what is now Beyond. Well, if I can try to do that, so I'll have to work on that sometime. And but what happened is, like I said earlier, Beyond it costs about a lot of money, like $40 a month. But if it can go up to $299 a full year, that is very expensive. That's the same price of what it used to be on the old Go Animate site. But that was a big disappointment. But that will be too much money to spend a whole year using that. So I don't use other animation programs than that. I use sometimes I use Beyond as a free trial version. So I guess or you can use like they do the old-fashioned way, would be 10minuteemail.com, so I can sign up or whatever. They can make up a fake user or anything like that. It will be perfect to use all the characters or something, to redo all the characters like they do the last time. Of course, the passing of Uncle Ricky, the webmaster of the site realradio.com. And now we're going to move on to something completely different here today, because I don't have anything else to say. That last month, I had not done a video since I was sick. Yeah, I wasn't feeling too good. I had a stuffy nose. I was very sick all this time because of with all the weather been going. Yeah, and I had a stuffy nose, and my voice wasn't doing well because of allergies. Yeah, I had bad allergies, and all stuff has been doing not very well as it was like the last time around. So enough said. Let's see what I'm going to be doing right now. Last year, I made a video about this thing. So this year is the 1-year anniversary. It's going to be a belated anniversary of me owning this thing. So let's take a look at this thing. Here it is. Let's see, the camera's over here. Okay. This is actually the 1-year anniversary of me owning this model, because this is a Victor VV8-4. This is the best looking Victrola. This is a 1926 Victrola. This is the overview. If you saw my video last year when I was doing the repairing of that, I bought it for $5, and of course the one problem I actually did was fixing the spring motor. I actually showed a tutorial video of that. If you saw other videos, I see people who've did a well job of restoring the spring motor. There was actually a 2-spring motor when they did that. Yeah, they removed the old grease and the whole thing. So if you want to see the video, just check it out. When I first got that, it does not turn. The turntable doesn't turn because what happened was the old grease was hard. It was hard as a rock. I brought it home, fixed it up, and I did restore the whole thing, and there you go. It plays like it was originally done. So I sat on top of it. It would be the only thing I could do is do a little well-made job of doing this video. This is what I did for the presentation. I've been doing this for quite some time. I just did a video of this, and I did repair I put some needle on there, and I did put some records in, and it works good. But this thing, the problem is it's loud. A lot of Victrolas were loud. I think this is one of the Orthophonic brand, but this is one of the classic ones in the Orthophonic line. I did some little bit of updates here. When I first got it, it was the veneer, the wood veneer was missing one of the pieces of the veneer when the original was stripped. So I actually decided to use. Here's the thing. I did redone using wood stain to make it look a lot better than look what it was. I used a mahogany wood finish. I did use everything. Look at the stains. You see it's left it from the original. I wish they used to clean up all that. thing, and look, these have all the, mostly, some has all the original things. These have all the original. Yeah, it's reconnecting right now. I'm sorry. I apologize. You can see all the chunks that were left on the original. Yeah, I did redone all the wood finish. These are, I use wood stain and all that stuff. You can see stuff, and I did see a whole chunk of them. You see all the chunks are in here. Yeah, I did redone. Of course, the mat, it looks like it's scraped a little bit. And I also clean out with using using an oven spray, like the blue label, like an easy off, what they called an easy off, was this the oven cleaner, which is the blue label, not the yellow label. Like Chris Cuff used to do that. So they try to get rid of all the old dirt, all the old rusty things. You had to use it. I clean out the whole thing. It's to make it look brassy. It looks clean. And yeah, I repainted the reproducer, because I think the original was a little faded. So I actually redid the reproducer. So the gasket looks okay for that. I actually used a little bit of a needle. You can see how it does. And there's all the stuff is included, so I just is right here, and I left the original there. It's, yeah, you can see there's the let's see, there's that Victor Talking Machine Company logo. The original decals look good. This is actually this is a 1926 to 29. I think they used this thing until 1929, until the RCA bought the Victor Talking Machine Company that was in, and of course they renamed and rebranding itself as RCA Manufacturing Company. And there you go. This is definitely yep. This is also a thing. So in addition, the reproducer, you can see here, yeah, if you find something online, it could cost a lot of money. It's like $50. Like if you go up to 50 or $70. Yeah, but the original orthophonic reproducer is definitely, it's very expensive to buy this thing. So if you have like the money you have to spare on eBay, yeah, you can see it's very expensive for its time. And you can see here's the door. See, it used to store all your 78s. There's that little door right there. So you could store your 12-inch 78 records in here. And it's got the little horn, not a speaker. So you have to play. Yeah, you hear, have a volume control, if you can tell. This thing does not have a volume control. If you turn it down, if you lower your volume, it lacks the volume control, but it's the only problem. Yeah, I see people are telling me to turn the music down. Yeah, but there's no volume. Yeah, I know there's no volume. There's actually no volume in this thing. It's definitely, it's because it's from the 20s. You think there's no electricity. It's an acoustic model. It's not electrical, but it's acoustic. And you can see the model is a VV8-4. There's also another version of that model, is actually a VE8-4, which is the electrical version of the VV8-4. But this one's only acoustic. This is actually both the acoustic. There's also the electrical version. It runs on motor. This one runs on a spring motor. But as you can see, it's very nice. It's a very nice piece, so I wish one day if I could go to a Dollar Tree and see if they have anything so I can put some new fake wood veneer on there to make it look better for this thing. So I just wanted to let you know that. See, like I said, once again, there's the Victor logo. There's the name. There's actually the Victor logo with the Nipper, the dog. And there's the whole thing. And it has the speed thing. Yeah, this is the speed indicator. It's like sort of like a pitch control. If you have, back in the days, there was a pitch control back then when you get the music going. So anyways, enough babbling. Let me try to play out some records here. So we're going to start out with playing a record here because I'm going to test out all this stuff. What you see is what you get. This is Annie Get Your Gun. I think I recently got it last year on eBay because this is the exact same copy that Amarola 1B had this thing that he played on his Markel Playmaster. And the pitching is not really good. It was low pitched. So yeah, that does not have a speed adjust because the Markel Playmaster, which is a very rare record player, that it actually plays records. It's like two-sided record changer. But the problem is when you play Annie Get Your Gun, the pitch was too low. That's not really a good case whatsoever because what happened was they did not have they did not have a pitch control. That's kind of lacking a pitch control. If you had to do is re-grease it, or you had to take the old grease out, or had to play it normal. Yeah, it needs to have an adjustment to pitch the normal. That was happening when he plays the Annie Get Your Gun album, because this is the same exact copy I had on 78. There was a 45 version of. Oh, why is this reconnecting? All right. Oh, darn it. Yeah, I apologize for this issues with this reconnecting, buffering while I was making the video. Man, I all right, I'm sorry for that. I apologize. I had to switch these routers a bit because, yeah, man, this is frustrating. If you think if there's a problem with the streaming, I mean, this is worse than that. Oh, I'm sorry for the apologies for the wide live stream is definitely a. Yes, Dean? Yes, Dean? Nothing. I was doing the show or something. Sorry. I really apologize for that. I'm not gonna say anything like that. Okay. Anyways, let's continue. Before I do, when you start playing it, all you gotta do is, you could turn on that. You can wind it up here. Yep, the screws needs to be replaced. I know I had to check the screws one day if I can try to find. Yeah, the piece of screw it's loose. So I have to get a better way to use the little plier. Use a nut guard to guard this thing. So here's what you do: turn. You have to wind it. Yeah, you can hear the squealing. That needs to have white lithium grease. Yeah, you have to use white lithium grease to get rid of that squeal. I hate the squealing of this thing. You have to keep turning. So many turns. And there you go. Yeah, this needs to be screwed back together. And of course, you have to turn on this. See, here's what you do. All right, just to focus a bit. When you play this way, you can do is turn it on. And then you turn it on. And of course, you have to start at the playing surface. Start where, this is where you can do is, you have to put the needle down in order to play it. So I don't want to get into that little mat here, so it will damage the mat. So here you go, and it plays. Alright, I'm not going to play the entire song because of copyright issues. You have to do is after you finish playing, after it plays, after it reaches the end of the song, it goes back and forth and it turns off by itself. There you go. That was the way it works. I tried some of the records here, but yeah, but it sounds okay. It sounds fine, but yeah, it does fine when playing later records. I think a lot of people complaining they will get the later ones from the 50s will damage the needle or will damage the record or something. Well, that's not even the case. It would also play later records as well, like those little 78. So, like for example, it will play later records as well, but I was trying to give you a little example of playing a doo-wop record on a Victrola. So I would love to say is, yeah, remember that. Imagine if you play a record like that, a lot of people are complaining in that comment saying that it will damage the record, it will damage the groove, or they would after one play they would just damage the record. Well, that is the case. I know this is a later one, but I like to try some stuff. Yeah, putting a later record that I want to play is this, the Happy Calliope song. This is an unbreakable one. So let's try this out and see what happens. Whoa. Turn this on. And it plays. Let's see how it does. There you go. It would play okay, but it's just a worn out 78, but it's a little bit of worn spots on there, but well, it's not too bad. How about play a later one? I think some doo-wop. I have a few doo-wop records or something. It would play. Let's see. Here's a couple of records I wanted to share. A couple of you guys would like to see what it will play. How about the song that we played? Oh yeah. This is Ribbit Shaboom by the Chords. Here it is. So I don't want to get into copyright frenzy. I know there are two versions of the song that came out in that same year. The original version was by the Crew Cuts. I don't have the original Crew Cuts version on 78. Yeah, I just want to focus a little. Come on. Where can this thing focus here? So, sorry, but yeah, we just have. Okay, here we go. And of course, let's see if you can see if this thing works. Yeah, this song was actually featured in the movie Cars. If you've seen the movie Cars, they played that song in the movie. So, Let me see if this thing works.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and open with me, shaboom. Ding dong, ding dong, lang, lang, lang. Oh, well, I never over the world. Life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
All right. There you go. That's just an example of playing this doo-wop record on a 78. Yes, this is the chords version, but it's actually, this is the version that originally was first done by the Crew Cuts. That both versions came out that same year. I think I don't have the original by the Crew Cuts. I will see if I can either get a 45 or 78 of this one in the near future. I will see if I can find the Crew Cuts version one day. If I have to find. Yeah, I know there's a version by the Crew Cuts that came out sometime that same year. And both versions that hit well because of the white artist. The chords did their version, the definitive version, and that like it would sound more better than the Crew Cuts version. Well, anyways, yeah, if you have to listen to the original Crew Cuts version, that's I'll see if I'll have to find either a 45 or a 78. This is actually a well-built unit, but I remember last year when I tried to test out 1,000 Miles Away by the Heartbeats, which it sounds more like it would play like it's in the 26 Victrola, like it sounds like it was played on that. Nice piece. It's very nice. I would love that to keep those as well, but I'll have to do some like other work that I'm going to do. Is when I saw one at Dollar Tree, they have that little veneer thing. It's like it's to replace the wood veneer to make it look original. All you have to do is buy one of those for like $5. You have to use to cover up all that veneer thing to remove the old veneer and put a new one in there. So that needs to be see if I can get one of those, and Wells I can get these to fix these as well, so that it should look better for the Victrola. And this is definitely a classic one from the 20s. If you have not seen this before, this is definitely a great item that I would love to tell you. This can go back to a time where records were very made back in the 20s, and I think it's part of our history. It's part of a history that I think it's another piece of history because from the 20s, and actually it's in very rough conditions. It's when I first got that, it's in very bad shape. So I had to do is you can see all the pieces of the wood veneer, what was left there in the original. Yeah, half of them were stripped up. That's missing some of them, but a lot of these everything has seen better days. I'll have to do some other work on this thing. So, well, if you finish playing, you have to close the lid. Yeah, this is made of wood. It's made of wood, but it's not even plastic or metal like they did in later ones. But not like before the electrical things that took over. But if they stopped making them, probably about 27, I think. They make other orthophonic Victrolas right up until probably in the 30s. And, of course, they stopped making these orthophonic recordings probably right up until the 1930s, early to mid-30s, since they decided to abandon the whole thing, the concept, because the orthophonic series became so popular in 1925. But right up until they continued the brand of orthophonic Victrolas right up until the 30s. Yeah, it also has a lot of great designs they have. They also have a VV8-4. They also have a credenza. They also have a Granada. They have so many great variations of that model. But of course, they also continue to make its run probably until the 30s, until Victor, or what they now as RCA, decided to abandon the format of the orthophonic, but then they did not have the name until, and then the orthophonic name did not brought back until 1953, 54, when RCA Victor introduces the new orthophonic high-fidelity records and a series of record players, what known as part of the new orthophonic line. And it continued to right until the early 60s. They stopped making the new orthophonic name, possibly by the early 1960s, as well as the recordings. And there you go. That's all I can say about this as a 1-year anniversary of me owning this unit. So I'm very happy. I was very happy when I got this thing because it's part of a little piece of history going back to the 20s. If you're not familiar with these 1920s unit machines, these were like well built design. Actually, the sound quality looks kind of faint when you play a record like that. It's very much interesting to say. It will also play acoustic records. It could play a lot of later records as well, like the one I tested out for you. It will play a lot of later records as well, so it can sound much better. But I know, like I said earlier, a lot of people have commenting and complaining, the later 78s will damage the record. Well, that's like, what the heck happened? But, well, it definitely, yeah, trust me, it sounds not too bad for playing a later records from the 50s, or right up till up. It will play golden records. It will play a lot of children's records. It will play a lot of them on there, and that's very nice. So I hope you all enjoyed this video of this tour. So sorry, I apologize for ranting about this reconnecting buffering issues, because what happened the last time around, it was it just buffers and buffers and buffering. I mean, yeah, this is what happens when you have a new router or or there's a new repeater or something because of what happened. They try to reconnecting, and that's not how the way it goes. So it's just a little bit of an issue here because I was having some little bit of technical difficulties when making this video. So thankfully I apologize and not to do that in the future for this video of MTN Live. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video as well. And I think this is back where we do it for normal. So I will do more live stream in the future, possibly. So that's it for now. I got to say, I hope you all enjoyed that video, and we'll come back some other time, and we'll do more of this stuff. Possibly in the near future, we'll do another video of my live streaming, and I hope you'll enjoy this video. Like I said, I apologize for the issues we know because of reconnecting the stream. I know the stream is acting up. I had to do this like going to a backup stream, like a 5G thing, so I was trying to make a Wi-Fi work. So anyways, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope rate, subscribe, and comment below. And I will catch you again another time for another MTN Live. So thanks for watching, and hope you'll come back later. Thank you.